So what you have inside right now, in your inventory is the I wouldn't say ideal, but recommended loadout for yourself. Like if you are going to make a, how should I put it? If you're gonna make a default loadout or general setting loadout, right? This is what you should have as a recommended. Then from there, you can work on things like ammunition, gun type, stuff like that. So for now, we only have a uniform and a vest, alright? And pistol with your ammo in the vest. So this range onwards, right, is a small example of what type of weapons you might encounter or you will encounter in future games. So you have your assault rifles. Go ahead and pick one if you want to. Alright, also, if you want to change your firing mode, go ahead and press F or 1 key. So you can go either full auto or you can however you want to control your firing. So over here you have your scope automatic weapon, Russian variant and NATO variant and Russian variant. Yes. So go ahead and pick up whatever variant you want. One thing about automatic rifles is that they don't have a single round fire mode. They have spray and pray mode. If you think that your weapon swaying all over the whole place, right? Go ahead and do a crouch or prone. Changing stance, right, will help you. Will help your sway, like help reduce the sway. Okay, so moving on, we have now is what? Marksman rifle, DMRs. Sorry, DMRs. So there are most DMR. Is like using assault rifle round, but with a single fire selector, and it has a telescopic sight. So go ahead and select a weapon that you like. Also, the scope should be interchangeable. So go ahead and pick one that you wish to use.
Alright, one thing you should take note of, for weapons to use normal, so-called universal scopes, the gun has to be RIS.
In other words, they need to have a rail system on them.
Yeah, a rail system. Or else you have to take the appropriate faction scopes only. Redemption, to improve accuracy, I suggest you brace the weapon against something, so your weapon don't sway so much.
Yeah, so go ahead and press C when you have the...
Come to the table is fine.
Table is fine, yeah. So once you have the icon at the top right, you see that brace icon, right? You can go ahead and press C. However, if in any case there isn't any place for you to brace, like a flat land or something, right? Go ahead and change your your stance to either crouching or prone. That should help drastically reduce the sway. It's more prominent in higher powered scopes. You can see the sway. Okay, go ahead and if you are done, if comfortable with that section, then carry on. So now we have sniper rifles. However, sniper rifles come in different calibers, shape and sizes. For now, both we have bolt action rifles. Go ahead and pick up the specific one. Will be the left side one first. Go ahead and pick that up. Alright, so by now you will realize that after every shot you will zoom out and chamber a shot, yes? Now go ahead and fire, but do not let go the left click. So normally you will fire this way, left click and then let go, right? So the follow a chamber. Now instead of doing a left click and let go, you left click and hold. You will be able to see your target drop. Also, moving on to grenades first, I want to explain something about grenades. So go ahead and pick up the two types of grenades. You guys can go and do it if you want to, but generally get Redemption to do it first. He gets first dip on throwing and all that shit. Okay, you realize there's a wall down there. If you're going to throw a frag grenade, the fragmentation will hit you, right? So go ahead and press enter to enter third person. Your enter key on the keyboard. So you can see further, right? But for me, I'm doing first person, so it's fine. Alright, now, since you have two types of grenade, go ahead and do Control G, golf. G for golf.
Shift G, bro.
Control G to change grenade. Shift G, however, is to see the trajectory. So go ahead and throw the smoke grenade first, with the trajectory on. When you're comfortable, just carry on OT, go in and throw. Carry on, guys. Same thing, you can go ahead and throw the frag grenade if you have to. Or if you feel comfortable that you want to throw it now. Nade out. You should hear the fragmentation hitting the side of the wall and all that stuff. So yes, it's quite big. We're gonna go to under barrel. All of you guys can pick up one. This model case here has grenade launcher ammo. So once you're ready, let me know. Then we can carry on. Yep. So press F and cycle all the way to the grenade. If it's red, highlighted red, you can go ahead and press R to reload. Once you're ready, do an aim down sight with your right mouse button, and then you realize that it's 0 to 100 meter. You have two options to change the zeroing. First option is to press your page up and page down key. Second option is to do a control and then scroll wheel mouse. This is depending on your personal preference and your status of the mouse. My mouse is screwed. I should be using page up, page down. So these two very similar yet different weapons platform on the vehicle is Crows, which is your remote controlled gun, and you have the more traditional hands-on go onto the top of the vehicle and fire kind. I think I call it firing from vehicle, but there's another term for it. So technically there's three modes of firing from vehicle. You have Crows, you have the mounted gun, and I think specific to this vehicle and some other vehicles, opening a port and then you fire. So go ahead and go into one of the are you inside? Yeah, go ahead. Yes, go ahead and fire a couple of rounds downrange. This is a grenade launcher. However, there's a M2 version which is a heavy machine gun version. So what you're using is a grenade launcher. Go ahead and just drop a couple of rounds.
Okay, just for your video.
Yeah, I need to. So there's also another way like what Heinz is doing right now. Was it Heinz?
Yeah,
yes. Okay. So what Heinz is doing right now, he opened up this it's a pod. Is it called a pod?
Hatch. It's a hatch.
It's a hatch. So he opened up a hatch to fire from there. He can be holding a weapon to support your troops on the ground. Okay, go ahead. First thing first, listen up carefully. Get a M136 rocket launcher. Go ahead and pick one up and then press. You pick one up first. Thanks, guys. Don't need to fiddle with anything. It's a disposable rocket launcher. So to pull up your rocket launcher, press the button 3. You go ahead and left click downrange. What happens? Nothing, right? So depending on the rocket launcher itself, some of them has a safety mechanism. For this one, go ahead and press R.
Will we get affected by the...
Look downrange?
Yes, we will.
Okay. Same thing with how you did the grenade launcher. You can use either control scroll mouse, a scroll wheel, or page up to page down to zero your range. Once you are satisfied, it doesn't matter if it has to hit or not. Go ahead and fire one downrange. Make sure your rear is clear. We call it back blast.
Could I hit a vehicle instead?
So once you fire, this is a disposable launcher. The minute you swap back to either of your weapons, it will drop on the ground. Right now, go ahead go and do a right click. You should see the UI come up. Right now, go ahead and left click. You should not be able to fire anything. Alright?
Redemption, look at the vehicle, not us.
You said you can't fire, I can't fire anything anyway.
Correct. Go ahead and cycle, press F to cycle the mode. You will see that on the right side of your screen, you will see top and direct. DIR is direct, okay? At the same time, at the top right of your UI, you should see this arrow when it goes to top, and then a flat line when it goes to direct. So this is what a javelin missile has, is that it can either fire from the top, which is mainly used for tanks and harder targets, compared to direct, which is just, well, one straight line really. So in order to fire this, go ahead and press N one time. You should go into night vision mode. Another time to go into a thermal mode. When it comes to thermal, in this game there is two types of thermal. Black hot, white hot. Pretty easy to understand just by looking at the moving vehicles. Go ahead and cycle one more time for the black hot. and then it will cycle back to your colored picture. Go and cycle back to the mode that you're comfortable with. Once you're ready, let me know. Alright, this one is very simple. Go ahead and press tab and hold. Just hold tab, do not do anything yet. You will hear beeping sound, right? Once it goes constant, you are ready to fire. This one is very simple. Go ahead and press tab and hold. Just hold tab, do not do anything yet. You will hear beeping sound, right? Once it goes constant, you are ready to fire.
Well done.
Okay, so we are done with this sort of platform. However, the next platform we're gonna move on to. Go ahead and pick up the rocket. Rocket, whatever. Metis AT-13. 13, but 13 is easier for you guys to understand.
So it's the easiest to use among all rocket launchers.
Yes. Go ahead and pick up
Also the most exposed.
the easiest to use. Yes, correct, most exposed. However, go ahead and pick up either the heat round or the HE round, which is your 9M135. This is what we call wire guided. So once you fire, wherever you point is wherever the rocket goes. Clear? You can go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Fuck, 60-degree cone.
Really? Holy shit. Also, back blaster here. I'm gonna do it at a helicopter. Back blaster here.
No, next to you.
Good hit, good hit. Go ahead and pick up this FIM-92F. Heinz, heal yourself.
Alright. No. I will fight through the pin.
The ammunition you're supposed to pick up is FIM-92F. Go ahead and load one in the rocket and one in the... Just put one in the back will do, I guess. This one is a anti-air rocket. Only lock onto anti-air, alright. So there are 1, 2, 3 helicopters right now.
The whole screen shakes when you tap my shoulder.
What you do is, you look at it, you can look through the scope if you have to, it's easier for you to acquire the target. Alright? So it has that beeping sound, and once it goes a very high pitch, you are ready to fire. And keep that lock before firing. I'm gonna do it together with you anyway. Acquire our target first. So it goes slow, 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 and then high pitch up, and then go ahead and fire. So it goes slow, 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 and then high pitch up, and then go ahead and fire.
Yeah.
Nice, well done.
So demolition block is, of course, obviously is to demolish. So first things first, you hold control and Windows to open the rear menu. And then you go to explosive, and then place. And then you select your demolition block. Then when that happens, demolition block will appear in front of you. Then left click to place it. Alright, once this is done, no, not yet, you're not ready. Right, once then, go to your charge and hold the Windows key. Go to demolition block, hold Windows key, and then you can set your trigger. Select a trigger. For this, we don't have a firing device, so instead we set a timer. It's a common courtesy to tell people how long you've set.
Just 1 per second.
Bloody bastard.
Okay, 10 seconds is more than enough.
There is 2 ways of starting our vehicle. One, you can just press W to carry on, go ahead. Or if you want to be more immersive, go ahead and press 2.
Also,
I use mouse wheel.
if you want to.
Okay, that too. Mouse wheel to on and off engine. However, there are times where you want to drive in third person. Go ahead and press the enter key on your keyboard, the numpad's enter key, to switch to third person. Alright?
Don't worry, I like driving the first person.
Yes, me too. Okay, next one. If you are a person... Okay, there is 2 ways of controlling... Okay, I won't say 2 ways, but mainly there are 2 ways that people use to control the vehicle. You have the keyboard users and you have the mouse user. Alright? So keyboard W and S is to go forward, backwards. There is no change. However, in order to turn left and right, people use mouse or use keyboard to steer the vehicle. If for, like me, you use keyboard to steer the vehicle, I will always use the star key on your numpad to enable free look. So go ahead and press the star key, enable free look. It's a toggle, on and off. Yeah? Once you're ready, go ahead and carry on. Go down the road, take a right, follow the marker out.
1 hour later.
Okay, exercise Nascent done. A civilian vehicle carrying intel is hidden in the town of Sofia. HQ is requesting that we retrieve the package as soon as possible before it falls into the wrong hands. Russian ground troops have been spotted around the area, scouring for said intel. Our task is to first and foremost secure the package to a safe area, and if the Russian troops open fire, we are given permission to retaliate. The package was last seen in an SUV, in a black SUV, northeast of Sofia.
Driver stay with Leon on the gunner. 089, straight ahead, building, 2 guys. 2-story building, 2 guys, one on top.
Yes.
Right, there you go with me. Driver stay with Leon on the gunner.
089, straight ahead, building, 2 guys. 2-story building, 2 guys, one on top.
Right, there you go with me.
Reloading.
Okay.
Woo-wee! I'm getting shot at,
Any targets near vehicle?
No targets near vehicle.
Not yet.
Vehicle still active though. Danish.
Okay. The vehicle's getting shot at.
Yeah, vehicle can take, I think, what, how many? 2 RPG we tested? Good flash! Ah, Mias!
You go right inside.
Danish, he's down the floor, down these stairs to the left by the wall. Sorry.
I got one guy just now. Okay, got him.
Something's nearby.
What? The vehicle? There's a vehicle, it's ours though.
I'm in a cemetery, so if I die, it's fitting.
Run. On the road! The tow launcher! Get out! GPMG, road left.
Is there something shooting from my ass?
285, not clear. Real, no anyone. Is it down?
APC guys, get cover.
APC? No, incoming reinforcements. No, what do you call it? DM. Big gun. AT, we need AT.
Wait on.
I got Ezra. We need AT down the road where we came from. I'll group up with Danish and Fusion.
Vehicle down.
Nice. We'll push up.
If you're free, carry on. I think we can kind of clear the rear though. Oh my god, the rubber banding, Jesus. Ugh. Alright, we're out. Get back to the station and then we can conclude the mission already. Eh, no ah.